Hi everyone, this is New York Beauty XOXO. I'm here for another video. This video is going to be about my hair. I don't know if anybody had any interest in this, but I just figured, especially for those girls struggling with real curly, frizzy hair. As you could see, my hair isn't the thinnest. It's pretty thick. It's not as sleek as most people's hair that blows it out, but I don't like to put heat on it, so I let it air dry. I think it's pretty straight considering. Yeah, I mean, if I had an event to go to, I would probably run a straightener, like, down and, finish it a little bit better, but I'm not really doing much today. I might go to dinner later with my husband or just hang out home. Yeah, so it's not like I really have much to do. But yeah, this is my hair. I just wanted to go over what exactly Japanese is to some people if they're interested, and what kind of products you have to use and how much it costs, and everything you might want to know about Japanese straightening. I've been getting it done. I want to say on and off, but mostly on for probably 5 years now, since '07 maybe, and it's 15 now. Yeah, about 5 years. I let it completely grow out 1 year because you know what happens with Japanese straightening, I don't know if you know, it is permanent. So it's almost like getting a perm. It's permanent. It's not something that washes away or fades out at all. It is like getting your hair dyed. It has to grow out to leave your hair. So what I had to do was cut it short. So, it was growing out about up to here, and then I cut it short. So I had curls, and then the bottom was kind of straight. So I kind of wore it up a little bit, the months that it took to grow out that last bit. And then what I did was I colored my hair because I was missing putting color in my hair. I was blonde in my 20s and teens, and I wanted like a caramel color, kind of like a J-Lo color. And, so what I did was I grew it out. And, after having Japanese for several years, you kind of, I guess I forgot how frizzy my hair was, and I took for granted what I had because once my hair was, even though it was caramel colored, I absolutely hated the texture and consistency of it. So, I kind of, it's one of those things you have to sacrifice the color for, having straight hair. And I'll never do that again. I could, I'm not gray at all, but if I was to get gray, I could cover my gray. So in other words, I can go deeper, but I can't go lighter, or else my hair will literally fall out. So when you have Japanese straightening, it's one of the things you have to make a decision. If you're the type of person that wants to change your hair color, you can't. You have to stick with what you have. So, but I want to say the number one seller of Japanese straightening is that you get out of the shower and you do not have to put a product on it. You just let it air dry and it dries straight. I mean, it could be 100% humidity. You could be in the most tropical of climates, and your hair will be straight. Now, the regrowth on top, as you can see, maybe up here, there's a little tiny bit of puffiness. I had it done. Let me see, how many months ago did I have it done? Oh gosh, in April. It's now the end of June, so yeah, I have a little puffiness on top, which if I was, like I said, going out, I would, run like a flat iron just, to the root. I have a small travel one I got at Ulta that you can really get in there just for like that little root part, and I would do that. But for the most part, day to day, I don't care if I walk around with my hair like this. I don't think it's hideous. So basically, yeah, when I get out of the shower, I take one of these and I just run it through just to get like any knots out. And that's it. I'm done. It dries pretty much straight. Um, you don't need a special shampoo when you have Japanese straightening. You just use a good shampoo. But you can't wash your hair every day. And that is the problem with me because my hair is so thick, honestly, like the underneath under here will be greasy by the end of the day sometimes. Because I do have oily skin and oily hair. So the Japanese does help it, but right around the root and hairline do I get it. So I use a dry shampoo. The every other day that I can't wash my hair, I use Wen. This is a giant one I got from QVC. This is from the fall line. It's called Full Ginger Pumpkin. I have another pumpkin one in my shower right now that I just actually opened, so I'm good for a while. And then I think I have a backup. I also have, when I travel, I bought this probably about a year ago. This is a pomegranate one, and these are packets to take, on the airplanes. You don't have to lug this. So I'll pack maybe two. One would even be enough because when you go on vacation, I usually stay for 6 days, 5 nights. And this is equivalent to probably like 2 uses because I have a lot of hair. My hair's thick. Um, so every other day would make sense that I'd wash it and then I would have this and that. Yeah, so this is a travel one, and I highly recommend getting this. I haven't seen it on the QVC website lately, but I would look into getting this from when. Another thing I use on my hair, this is an olive oil. I got this actually, I think at like a Sally's. There's like a local one by my house. It's not Sally's, but it's like a beauty supply store. And I got this olive oil there. The brand is ORS. I don't know what section of the store I got this in. But anyway, this is kind of like a hot oil treatment, like a conditioner. I try to spray when I detangle with the comb. It's a 10. It's great for hair. Yeah, I really like this. And put a little shine in sometimes towards the ends. I got this so long ago. Jerry Redding Reflection Spray On Shine. This is it. 4 ounce. And you could see there's like not much left. You need like a drop of this, honestly, like just to spritz on the ends. And I really like this. It does add shine. The smell is a little sickening. I don't know. It might be nice to some people, but it's a little sickening to me. And this, if I could faintly see, was $5.30. And yes, it was from that local New York beauty supply store. Yeah, so I do like this. And I will probably repurchase this because, I do have dark hair and I like it to be shiny. Not greasy, but shiny. So I do use this for that. And in my last June favorites video, I showed the Garnier Fructis. This is it's like a dry oil that you spray, and I'll spray my ponytail with this. Yeah, so I like this. And basically, the whole thing about Japanese is it's very drying for your hair. It's very damaging. Basically, when I first looked into it, it was a long, long time ago, and in New York, they were charging anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200, and my hair was a lot longer then. I just couldn't afford that. I'm sorry. Even though, doing highlights and keeping up with, frostings, I would get my hair frosted, and I would need foils. I couldn't just use a cap, so that would add on money to the bill. I think it still would come out more, having like $1,200 plus tip every 6 months, maybe twice, 3 times a year that I get my hair done. I try to stretch it out to twice a year because the regrowth, like I said, I can just, I could just put like a little straightener in. But yeah, so it's that much. But I started going to the city in Queens, not Manhattan City, but Queens, and they charge $300. That's with the tip. They were charging $180 plus. Actually $160 plus $20 for the haircut, which is $180 plus tip. I would give a $100 tip, and then $20 in gas going, or you need to put quarters in the meter, or else your car will get ticketed in the city. So yeah, it was about $300. But tracing into the city, oh gosh, it's so much traffic. It's so much wear and tear in your car. I just couldn't stand it. I can't stand the trip into Queens. So I found a salon, which is about 45 minutes away. And it's west from where I live, but it's definitely a lot closer than Queens. And they do it for about $300 plus tip. And just, saving myself that trip into Queens, I do go to the one by me now. So yeah, they do a good job, and I enjoy it. And yeah, you're sitting in a chair for, I'd say 5 hours, sometimes 8, depending on the place, because sometimes they'll take haircuts in between, colors in between, answer the phone in between, and those few minutes all day long do add up to an extra like hour or two. If you are lucky enough to find a salon where they have a lot of employees and they're just focusing on you, that's great, and you can get out in a lot less time. I'm not always so lucky. Sometimes, it's like a crapshoot. Sometimes I'll go and they don't have enough people there, or sometimes they have hardly anyone and you get a lot of attention. But either way, I basically get it done every April and every October. So it's exactly 6 months apart. Um, I get it done in April because I want it fresh for the humidity that starts in May, June, and goes through August. And then come September and October, your hair starts to, flatten out a little bit. I get it done in October, and then I last all the way through till the end of April. Sometimes the first week in May, I'll get it done. So yeah, twice a year you suffer through being in a chair for, 6 hours. But, in order, the luxury of just walking. Now, also, I go to work, I have to be there at 7 a.m. And I'm not one that is gifted in hair. A lot of people are. I am not. I've never been that great with hair. Growing up, I've had, I wouldn't say kinky curly hair, but I would say curly hair. And because I have so much of it, it's big. It's almost like a helmet. So it would be probably, I would say like out like that, but curly. So it would make me look almost fatter than I am, because your head is just so big. Yeah, so anyway, I just like the sleekness of Japanese, the shine that it brings out. It's just a more polished look. And I know that when your outfit looks good and your makeup looks good, you want your hair to look good too. And some people aren't blessed with nice hair, so you just go out and get it, girl. Just go get that hair. So that's what I do, and I think that the $300 um, every 6 months really is worth it in the long run of having the luxury of, wash and go, in my opinion. Yeah, so that is all about my hair and Japanese straightening. I highly recommend it. I recommend that you go to a place that does it often. Ask about their credentials and, the procedure and how they're going to do it. And if, it sounds good and you see other people that have had it done, then I definitely recommend it. I go to a place where they do it, a lot, so I trust it, and I've recommended girlfriends to go there, and they've liked it. Yeah, so that is all about Japanese straightening, and that's me, New York Beauty XOXO, and I will see you in my next video, which will probably be all about my food that I eat.